Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today we're going to talk about cream blushing.
Hey everyone,
welcome back. So it's winter time and it's colder out there and your skin's a lot drier during the winter. So one popular product that's popular during the winter season are cream blushes. And cream blushes are basically just like a rouge, but it's in cream form instead of the regular powder. And it's just a little trickier to apply this on. So the trick is base it on what you have on as a foundation, okay? Because we're going to go back to rule of thumb in makeup. Cream to cream, or liquid, powder to powder. So that way you don't get streaking when you apply a cream product over a powder product. You know, if you have a powder foundation and you put a cream on top of that, it's going to streak. So what I've done is I actually put on foundation, and I put Studio Tech, which is a cream, on this side, and I use Studio Fix powder on this side. Okay, so the Studio Tech, I did not powder it to set because, again, cream to cream is best. Okay, but the problem now on this side is that I use Studio Fix powder. So it's powder, and with Studio Fix, it's kind of like a hybrid foundation. You don't need to powder it to set. It's already built into the product. So, you know, that's another thing to consider. If you're looking for Studio Fix powder foundation, you don't need to powder it to set. Okay, so the best brush that I found that works the best with using cream blushes is the MAC 192. It's synthetic bristle, it's filbert cut, and it's much like a foundation brush, only narrower. Now if you don't have a MAC 192 but you have a MAC 190 foundation brush, that will work just as well. Okay, so it's just narrower. So if I put it side by side, you can see it's just narrower, but it's still synthetic bristle and still that same filbert cut. Okay, alright, so now the side I protect, now this is cream and I have not set this with powder. The best way to do this is just pick up some color from the cream blush, just like that. And what you want it to do is much like placement on a regular blush. You just smile and apply this right in the apple of the cheek in a dabbing motion, just like this. So don't brush it because you're going to get a line. So just dab it, just like so, and then work this upwards towards the hairline. Okay, you seeing that color right there? And as you can see, it's nice and satiny and very, very kind of moist looking. So if you have dry skin over the winter, this is definitely your best bet. Alright, so you just dab that in, just like so. Alright, and then apply as needed. By the way, this is a Blossoming Cream Blush. Alright, so just apply as needed. And of course, this comes in different shades. Just like that. Okay, see how beautiful satin finish that is. Alright. And then what you want to do is you just wanted to wipe your brush in a piece of Kleenex or tissue and just kind of blend the edges and just kind of, you know, smooth it out a little bit. Alright, it doesn't really take that much. Just like that. Alright, so the next thing you're going to need to do now, once you achieve the look you wanted, you basically just need to set that with powder. Okay, and just regular translucent powder is fine, and you can use a regular brush, or you can use a stippling brush like a MAC 187, or just a regular powder brush like a MAC 150, and you just want to set all that together. So cream to cream and then set it with powder. Alright, and there you go. So you got a beautiful cream blush that still have that nice moist look to it, that satin look, so that way your skin doesn't look as dry. Okay, just like so. Alright, so next I'm going to show you what to do if you use a powder foundation. Now, like I said earlier, this is Studio Fix powder. Alright, now with a powder foundation, and you're going to use a cream blush, it's going to streak. Alright, so the best way to do is, I'm just going to pick up my other 187, or you can use any, like a face brush, like a 150 or a 129 blush brush, and you want your Fix Plus spray, okay? Because we're just going to moisten that area so that we can turn that into a cream finish instead of a dry matte powder. So I'm just going to use my 187, and I'm just going to do one spray of Fix Plus, and I'm just going to stipple that right into my cheekbone, so that way it emulsifies the powder foundation. Alright, just like so. Alright, and then before it completely dries, we're just going to quickly apply the blush. So it's almost turning that foundation into like a cream form. Alright, and then much like what we did to the other side, same thing, smile, apply to the apple of the cheeks. Again, don't brush it on, just kind of, do little brush strokes and apply that on, and then work it upwards towards the hairline. Okay, apply some more as needed. And this is a really nice rosy kind of color to it, so it's not as bright. It just gives you that nice, rosy look to it, rosy finish. Okay, and that looks good. Again, we're just going to clean the brush a little bit, and we're just going to blend the edges, so that way you don't have sharp lines, and it just blends nicely to the rest of the skin. Okay, now, because this is cream, what do we need to do? We need to set it, again with powder. And I'm just going to use my other 187 and a little bit of translucent powder. Stipple that right into the cream area, and then brush the excess off and blend. Alright, there you go. It's beautiful. It's got that nice satin finish to it. It looks really moist, and it's going to help your skin look more moisturized looking as opposed to really dry during the winter season. So hopefully this is a lot of help for you guys this winter. And until next time, thanks for joining me today. Bye!